Hey, what's up, everybody? Today I'm going to be breaking down day number 64 of the $1,000 account challenge. We are up 2.15% on the day, or $418. So our total portfolio balance is now at $19,860. Again, this is day 64 of the $1,000 account challenge. Started with $1,000. I've just been day trading options all the way up until now. Had some red days. We've had some days where we pulled back, days where I didn't take any trades, but for the most part have been fairly consistent. I think my average is right at around $300 or $400 per day and taking base hits. So today I was trading live. I posted the chart and breakdown and everything here for everybody in the 1K to Sports Car 2022 challenge within the Discord server. But there was maybe a little bit of confusion whenever I was placing these trades. And it may have to do with the watch list trigger levels and where the actual entries were taken. So let me talk about the watch list first and what I was looking for on SPY. So the watch list for today on SPY was a long idea over 415 and a short idea under 412. So we're just going to draw some trend lines right there. Long at 415, okay, short at 412. I'm on the 5-minute time frame, so if I back this up, you can see that I was basically just pulling those lines off of the pre-market high and the pre-market low. Not exactly the pre-market low, pretty close to exactly being the pre-market high, but roughly around this range since we were opening up right here. So what I was looking for on SPY was either a lower low and the move down, or a reversal off of the pre-market low, right? The support to hold a point of support and then move higher. And this morning's price action was really tough to read, in all honesty. I'm going to move this to the 1-minute time frame. Here's the deal. We had an open where it looked like it was going green, and then the reversal back down into the low of day, and it looked like it was going red. And then the reversal back up into the high of day. And it looked like it was going green again. So like this back and forth motion was getting kind of confusing. It was tough to read. But what I realized here was, number one, we had a positive news drop. And that's what caused SPY to have this reversal, right? So there was this volume that came in. Some news came out. SPY ran right up to the high of day. So right away, as it's reclaiming this green line, that's going to be your previous day's close. Right away, I'm thinking, I'm no longer really looking to short this. I'm looking to go long, but I don't want to chase this long all the way up. And as we're nearing 415 on this run, as we're nearing 415, I'm thinking in my mind, okay, well, if this runs all the way green to 415, I'll look to short it. But if it doesn't, if it pulls back prior and puts in a higher low, I'll look to take it long. So what I told the team was, we're looking at SPY. This is going to be a bull flag formation that's starting to shape up. And this was the exact chart that I shared in real time before this breakout happened. I said we have a downward trend line right here. This is going to be your channel down. And then here's your flagpole for the bull flag formation, right? You guys see that? What I recognized in real time was these candles right here holding up at this purple line. That's going to be VWAP. We had a low, lower low, lower low, lower high, or sorry, a high, lower high, lower high. And then all of a sudden, we stopped making lower lows. We started to bounce around here at this one low. And so as we're holding that point of as a point of support, that being your previous day's close, right? That green line here, that being VWAP, that purple line, and the fact that we're not making a lower low in the middle of a bull flag formation, this is screaming it's ready to break out. So as we're getting the move down, I see the red candle, holding this low as a support. I see the doji form, and I'm thinking, okay, this is potentially the reversal. And then this green candle happened and started to push up higher. And this is when I mentioned in chat, team, I'm going to try SPY long right here. And my price target's going to be high of day. And I mentioned that potentially it had room to run to 415. Okay, so I took my entry, market buy on this candle. I wanted an entry on those contracts, I think around 170. Unfortunately, we just didn't get that dip down far enough. So I did market buy into this position, and I wound up selling it as we were breaking the high of day. So the entry was on this candle, right? And my sell was somewhere on this candle. as we're breaking the high of day here. And my reason for selling there is just because I didn't trust SPY, right? At this time, it was a move up, then a retracement back, a move up, retracement back. And we had the move up, and I'm thinking we're nearing 415, which is the resistance point from the watch list. Potentially, we're going to have a pullback. It did run a little bit higher. I missed out on those topside profits. That's fine, right? It happens. So what I decided to do here was the same thing that I did on the last trade. I'm looking at this as a run up and the pullback. I'm looking to take this long on this pullback because I'm thinking, hey, this is the trend, right? We're definitely in an uptrend here on SPY. Maybe this is going to continue all day. So rather than chasing this move up, way up here, I'm looking to take it long on a dip. Logically, where can it dip to and where is the potential support? All right, so if we're looking at this high as a high of day, remember old resistance, all of this resistance can become new support. So we're going to draw a trend line right there. As it pulled back here down to this level, I took my first long entry again. And I said I was going to give this room down to the next high of day level. Remember, this old resistance can become new support. And I was waiting to see what this was going to do down here at VWAP. So I took my second entry there, and that was the one I mentioned to everybody live. This is the one and only time I was going to add to this position to lower my cost basis. So I took an entry long here, added to the long here. My stop, I think, was just below at 13.7 or 413.8. And then we got this run back up. I wound up selling the position for right at around 10% here. And at this point, I mentioned to everybody, hey, whatever you want to do with your trade is up to you. Wherever you feel comfortable taking profits, that's up to you. If you want to hold for 20%, you can. If you want to sell and take your 10%, you can. But I recommend that if you do hold, anytime you're in a position and you're up 10%, just go ahead and move that stop loss to break even, because there's no reason why a winning trade at positive 10% should turn into a losing trade. All right, so 2 trades on the day, 3, I guess, if you want to count the add, but that was an intentional add in right there. So 2 trades, one here long for the bull flag breakout, sold at the high of day, and then the add down into the weakness from this trend, and then the sell up here. And why sell at 10%? Well, because I was looking at this upward trend line and thinking, potentially, since we're dipping down below this upward trend line here, this uptrend could be over, right? And so why not take the 10% when it's offered? Okay, and so that brought us to the $418 on the day. We're very close to being beyond the PDT rule in this account. Not that it matters very much anyways, because I trade options. We have next day settlement with options. But I may make the switch over this time. I didn't do that with my $5,000 account challenge last year. I never did switch that over. So I think that this time I may switch this cash account to a margin account. And who knows, I might start trading shares, right? Taking advantage of that margin that's offered. We'll see. We'll have to see what happens. This has been a slightly tough market to trade this year, but we're making it happen. I have stayed sized down most of the year. January, February was really rough for profits. It was a total change and a shift in the market sentiment. And I felt like that's kind of set the tone for this year. So, it is what it is. We're still green, but profit-wise, nowhere near where we were at this time last year. Anyways, I want to thank you all for your time and watching these videos. I hope that the recap has helped you out. If it has, press that like button for me. And let me know in the comments if you want me to continue to make videos like this. All right, we're going to keep plugging on with the $1,000 account challenge. The goal here is to buy an Audi R8 eventually. We'll see if we get there. Who knows how long it's going to take, but I promise you I'm not going to give up on it. All right, thank you all for your support and following along. Take care and enjoy your day.